Wisdom Whispers 13. Imperfect Perfection. In this fast-paced world, we are often deceived by the perfection of appearance. But the real strength and wisdom are often hidden in imperfection. Let us explore the story of Zhi Shu and discover the inner strength. A long time ago, in the ancient East, there was a man named Zhi Shu. His body was severely deformed. His head was lower than his navel, his shoulders were higher than his head. His hair was pointing to the sky, his facial features were pointing upwards. His thighs and chest ribs were juxtaposed together. In that era of constant war and disaster, it was difficult for normal people to survive, and it was even more difficult for disabled people. But Zhi Shu was not bound by his physical defects. He supported himself in his own way. He cleaned people's clothes, mended clothes. Sometimes he sifted rice bran for others, so that he could feed 10 people. When the king recruited soldiers, Zhi Shu was not a qualified candidate. He didn't worry about being recruited to serve as a soldier. He just strolled around. When the government had a big job, Zhi Shu was exempted from the labor because of his disability. When the government provided rice and millet relief to the disabled, Zhi Shu also received 3 jong of grain, a total of 19-20 liters, and 10 bundles of firewood. While others were forced to go to the battlefield or do labor, Zhi Shu was able to stay behind because of his physical disability. Although his life was simple, it was full of freedom. Many years later, after experiencing several wars and famines, Zhi Shu became one of the few elderly people who survived. He not only supported himself, but also sometimes helped others. He used his wisdom and experience to educate the next generation. No one is perfect, but imperfections can sometimes be transformed into advantages, and true strength lies not in appearance, but in the heart. Everyone knows the use of useful things, but no one knows the use of useless things. Zhi Shu's story reminds us that no matter how imperfect our appearance is, or how lacking our knowledge and experiences, as long as we are willing to work hard, everyone has their own value and strength. Imperfect Perfection, the story of Zhi Shu. Thanks for watching. If you are touched by this story, please share it, so that more people can discover their inner strength.